Hi everyone, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. I have my sister with me today, Tapping Flamingo. You can find her link down below in the description. And we have Raggedy Ann with us today. Raggedy Ann is an iconic cloth doll originally created in 1915 by artist and writer Johnny Gruelle. Her brother Raggedy Andy was introduced in 1920. Traditional Raggedy Ann and Andy dolls are cloth dolls with hair made from yarn. So I thought it'd be fun to do a Raggedy Ann video because I actually found this doll just not that long ago in a box in my closet. I had totally forgotten about her, and I actually feel kind of guilty because clearly this was a very loved doll, and I'm not really sure what happened. I don't really remember putting her in the box or why she was in there or anything else, related to that. I don't take any don't blame me, okay? But she is back, and it started to make me really, very nostalgic about this doll because this is really an iconic doll that many of us have. And I thought it would be fun to just do a short little video sort of talking about Raggedy Anns and bring my sister in on it because, of course, you have some Raggedy Anns, right?
I do.
So where did our Raggedy Anns come from?
From our grandma, our mother's mom. She lovingly made each of us, there's three sisters, we have three sisters in our family. And we've been trying to figure out about how old these are. Our youngest sister, we're thinking was probably 2 when she got hers, which is a much smaller version of these.
Yes,
and I believe
hers is probably half the size, would you say?
At least. And doesn't she have on the same outfit that yours has on?
Yes, she has the same outfit I have on my doll, but she's just much smaller. And your doll has a totally different dress.
Yeah. Which I had her in another dress sitting on a bed in one of our bedrooms. And I came across this dress in a box, and I'm like, oh, I need to put the original dress back on her. So I'm thinking that I was probably about 10 when we got these. So, okay, I'm old. I already know that. This doll is over 50 years old.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too, because I'm, full disclosure, I'm 57. So that's what I was thinking, that this doll has to be at least 50, if not older.
Right.
Yeah. Because I think I was quite a bit. So that would probably be right though. If Tracy, our sister Tracy, was 2-ish or 3-ish, and I'm 4 years older, so I was 6 or 7. That's about right. Yep. About 50 years old, right?
And I was 10, but and the interesting thing is, so I'm trying to figure out when I got these guys.
Now she made those as well, right?
Grandma made those as well. Now I had to. His hat doesn't like to stay on, so I have a little safety pin on there. But I'm trying to think. Obviously, these two are not as loved as this one.
Yes.
But I'm thinking I must have been about 12 or 13. So they probably just sat on my bed.
Yes. Well, and you were one where Terry always had like this menagerie of stuffed animals on her bed. That was like every day she had them all set up perfectly. So I could see those.
Each one had its place.
Yes, they did. Each one had its place. And I'm going to try to clean mine up a little bit. I don't know, you can see her face is stained and stuff like that. But I think if I take her clothes and at least hand wash the clothes, that might spruce her up a bit. But even
I actually
did. Okay.
I washed mine in delicate cycle and it was fine. Okay. I did not iron it. I probably should have ironed it. But the dress and all came out because it had like stains and stuff.
Yeah. That looks pretty good.
And I don't think I washed the bloomers. I think it was just
I'm going to wash. Her bloomers are pretty, like her whole.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, if you guys know any way, please add comments if you know of any way to get rid of the staining here. Probably can't. That's probably years of drool.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I was 10 and it's pretty stained, but I think it's just from age. I think they're age stains, if that's such a thing.
Now her eyes are buttons.
Yes.
And the nose is that felt and then she stitched it on? You know, my nose looks like it came off and maybe somebody tried to fix it because it's got different colors.
It's probably me.
Yeah.
My great sewing skills there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And now, and the lips and the eyelashes and eyebrows are painted on with, what was that she used to
It
do
was
that?
called Artex. It
Okay.
was like paint in a tube. And I was just talking to my mom about this, and there was another company called Tri-Kim.
Okay.
But I don't remember Tri-Kim. I do remember Artex.
I remember Artex. Our mom had like a whole she Artexed everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Everything was painted. We had runners, placemats, napkins.
She still has them.
What?
She still has them.
Does she still have them? Oh
yeah.
In
fact, I was just talking to her right before this.
She's always liked to color, you know. So
yeah.
in fact, now she's into adult coloring. So
yeah. Now these are actually these are stitched on here. All this is stitched.
Interesting. I wonder why she switched over to stitching.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was looking up about Artex and Tri-Kim, and that was more of a early 70s, late 60s, early 70s thing. And, you know, maybe I was older when I got these, and which leads me to wonder what you and Tracy got in
Bupkis, man.
No. And well, maybe I got these for my birthday.
So do you have one of the clowns that she made?
I did. I had a couple of those, but they just fell apart.
Okay, I'm going to cut here and get the clown.
Okay.
So this is the clown talking about. He also needs some love. I think I can kind of put him back together. This is like elastic, and these are all yo-yos.
My string
off topic here, but
yes.
But again, this is hand stitched by my grandmother. I do also remember one time she made us these humongous turtle cushions. Did you get one of those?
Yeah, I got a big pink one. It laid on the middle of my bed.
Okay, I had a blue. I think I had a blue one, and then Tracy had one too.
I don't remember Tracy having one. She have one?
I thought she did. Maybe I'm just.
I think she was like a baby when we got.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because I was pretty little. She probably didn't get one because I was pretty little. And even then, I think, man, Grandma was cranking out the toys.
She's nailed that too, all the way from Colorado to Florida.
Wow, that's like a big deal.
Of course, that was 60 years ago.
Well, and so I bought a pattern.
Oh.
I was inspired by my grandma. Okay. So, and I'm not sure when this is going to happen, but I went ahead and bought a pattern, and yeah, I'm curious because she made a lot of these, and I mean, I would love to be able to make some of these for the grandnieces and nephews and stuff. Wouldn't that be? Now your legs are different.
Actually, what's interesting? Okay, so this is just cotton fabric. This is more like it's not felt. Like, what's that pajama? You make nightgowns.
Oh, flannel.
Flannel. This is flannel. Yeah, and you can see it's kind of, see how it's kind of bumped a little bit.
And they have the striped, that's like a part of it. They have these little striped legs. So, yeah. And the yarn here. So anyway, I'm curious. I have been wanting to make dolls forever. I have made a couple that were like, you cut they were on what is it? They were like decals that you cut out on the fabric and you make, and they had these spiny little legs. I sent them to Clementine, my grandniece, your granddaughter Clementine. I felt terrible because they're not made very well, and her mother is like an expert seamstress. But
that's what she majored in.
I know. So
she made her wedding dress.
She looked at those and was like, okay, well, whatever, old lady, thanks. But anyway, so they kind of deterred me, but then I found her and I'm like, you know what? I really want to make dolls, and I know how to sew, and I think I can sew some cute dolls. I mean, and I actually have, so I have her. I also have, where did that doll go? Oh, I bought this doll not that long ago. And
where did you get her?
He was in a little shop in Cocoa Village, and the shop was connected to a nonprofit group called Haitian Friends.
I know that shop. They have some cool stuff in there.
And
Yes.
she is super cute, and it was all I could do to buy every one of those little dolls in there. I thought, you know what, I'm going to come back, and I'll just every time I come down here, I'm going to get one of these dolls. And then, of course, that didn't happen. But I think they have a website. I should look them up because she's really cute. And it benefits a worthy cause.
Mm-hmm.
But she also her face is painted as well. So they use some sort of paint to paint on her face. And she has the yarn hair. So she really just, she kind of reminded me of this sort of, homemade, with love kind of doll making. And that just really, I don't know, that makes me want to cry. Like I want to do this so bad. So I'm going to clean her up. And I guess that said, I have some more dolls. I actually bought a couple dolls. You ready to see my new dolls here?
Yes, I can't wait to see these. So
now,
you haven't even seen them yet.
There are 2 dolls in this little unboxing, unbagging, maily that I got.
Oh, they're tiny.
They are. I have already purchased a couple dolls from this person. She's on Etsy. She's called, I just looked her up. Mrs. Is it Frazzled or Frizzled? Hold on. It's Mrs. Frazzled on Etsy. I'll put her link down below. But if you Google Mrs. Frazzled Etsy, her shop comes up. I have 2 of her little dolls already. And one of the cool things that she's doing now that I'm just love that she's doing, you can special order a doll you want her to make. And they're tiny little dolls. They're like a doll for a doll. So they would be a good doll for like a Blythe or, these princess dolls or something like that. So I had seen these before on her shop. She didn't have any in, and I was kind of been bummed for a long time. But then I saw that she has a thing now where you can special order a doll. So I special ordered a Raggedy Ann and Andy teeny tiny dolls. So
and you don't know how they're dressed or anything, right?
Well, I did tell her the colors, and she did send me a picture.
Okay.
Before she mailed them. But I haven't. I waited till now to open it. Look, I was curious about the hair. Look how.
Oh my goodness, how cute.
So these are handmade, and she paints them, but they're also fabric. So I really think she has such a neat aesthetic that she created. Okay, so this is fiber on like thread, but it looks like yarn.
Is it maybe it's not like yarn, but like embroidery thread?
Yeah, maybe it's embroidery thread because it's very soft, and the rest of him is kind of crusty because I think she paints him. But then this is soft as little tie. So there's Andy. And I asked for red, white, and blue. I thought it would be fun to do other colors too, but I wanted something very Americana, iconic, Oh, look how tiny. Look.
Oh boy. There is no way I could. Can you imagine sewing? Neat.
You must have, this would have to, I'm sure it's all hand.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Look how cute this little dress, little bloomers.
All right. What was her name? Mrs. Frazzle?
Mrs. Frazzled.
Mrs. Frazzle, I am impressed.
Yes. And I want to say I paid $28 each, and that included shipping. And I think considering the amount of artistry and these were custom made for me. Like I said, I wanted this color and I want this and I want that. And you could do like other types of dolls from her, like Anna Green Gables, or I thought of a Jane Austen doll maybe, or, make Elizabeth Bennet for me, or, you'd have to give her some guidelines, like, but these have a lot of, but that's really cute. I was just like, I really want a Raggedy Ann and Andy doll. And she whipped them up for me. And now I have 4 dolls of hers. I've got Wednesday Addams, and then I have the Beetlejuice girl. I can't remember her name, but I have the girl from Beetlejuice. So yeah, now I have 4 dolls, and they are also cloth. They're squishy. So, they're cloth dolls. They're just teeny tiny cloth dolls that she's painted and stitched. So, but anyway, Exciting. All right, so yeah, I have no idea. I have no timeline on this, but you know, I have dreams. Maybe this will be a
Someday.
summer project. But anyway, so yeah, you have anything else to add, Terry?
No,
Oh, okay. Well, thank you guys for stopping by. I always appreciate a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get more Dolly videos coming your way, crafting videos coming your way. Like I said, don't forget to hop over to her channel. Terry's got crafting videos as well, especially some really good jewelry making videos. So make sure you check out her channel. Thank you and have a wonderful Dolly Day. Bye-bye.
bye-bye.